Hello, BookTube. I have a little bit of mail here, a periodical, and two packages. One package does not violate rule number one, and the second package does. But first, we have the periodical. It's a beautiful, uh, hot, overcast day here. A lovely day for walking around in your shirt sleeves. And my cavalcade of house guests continued. I had two more last night. It was tremendous fun. Tremendous. And I have the extra springy feeling in my mind that comes, it's the same thing as when people talk about how if you want to get better at tennis, play with better players than you are. It's the same way when you have house guests after house guests and they're all smarter than you are. But I get a break for a few days now until the next house guest arrives. So the first periodical is the TLS, the London Times Literary Supplement, which has a whole bunch of things in it, including a review of that new biography of George V that, of course, interested me. But the first thing that drew my attention was a review by M.M. Owen of the new Dune, the new Dune movie, which he calls a complete masterpiece, an ideal adaptation, a masterpiece of cinematography. It goes on like that for the whole course of this review, just over and over and over again, superlatives everywhere. I don't understand that at all. He actually, I'm not sure who M.M. Owen is, whether, according to the author bio here, M.M. Owen has no books, but neither do I, so that's not saying anything. But he goes out of his way to say at one point, Rebecca Ferguson steals the show as the mother watching her son's dark fate unfold. That seems hallucinatory to me. And also the part in the review where he says that some people watching this thing may feel that it's a little too hurried. Oh boy, I didn't feel that. But we have packages, and the first package is unoffending. It's just an ordinary envelope from a publisher. I'm not saying that the second package is an offense. It is certainly going to make me squeal. But you people shouldn't be sending me books in a pandemic. Okay? So what is this first one? Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. I'm saying great, even though this is, in fact, a slim volume of poetry, because this is a poem that I really like. So do I have a date on this? Anywhere? Yeah, mid-November. This is a mid-November. This is the finished copy of Howdy Skelp by Paul Muldoon, his latest volume of poems. And I think Muldoon is great. I think he's fantastic. Although what a pub sheet can say about a volume of poetry, I've gone over it before on this channel. I have no idea what you can say about a volume of poetry. A nightmarish remake of The Wasteland, an elegy for his fellow North Irish poet, Kieran Carson, the translator of The Cattle Raid of Cooley. Is that right? Is that the same person? A crown of sonnets that responds to the early days of COVID-19's pandemic, a translation from the 9th century Irish, a Yeatsian sequence of ekphrastic poems that call into question the very idea of an affront to good taste, and more. Muldoon is a poet who continues not only to capture, but to hold our attention, and this book is another showcase of his still wild invention. Still wild? Why do you say still wild? That implies that it's amazing that he's still got his mojo. Whereas his biography, his little biography at the bottom here shows that he's 10 years younger than I am. So I don't know where his mojo would go. And then the back of the sheet is all enthusiastic words from other fans of his work. I love his work. It's intentionally obscure. A lot of it is intentionally opaque, but I love it anyway. Great. So a volume of poetry is the new book. And then we have the box. And the box is going to be old books. I don't know exactly what this is. I hope I recognize the sender as a repeat offender. What have we got here? Oh my God. The box is full of books. These are going to be romances. Yes, we have a box full of historical romances from Harlequin. So this is Carol Ahrens, To Wed a Wallflower. What else have we got here? Then Julia Justice, The Blue Stocking Duchess. There she is in the library. What else? Jenny Fletcher, The Duke's Runaway Bride. Maybe she wouldn't run away if you looked at her instead of pouting for the camera. Let's see here. Bronwyn Scott, a name I know, finally, revealing the true Miss Stansfield. And it looks like she's painting something. It's always nice in Regency romances. It happens more often than ever nowadays. It's always nice when the young woman who's the main character of the book has some existence other than the marriage mart or resistance to the marriage mart. That maybe she has an interest or two of her own. Then Janice Preston. This is a rags to riches governess. I mean, I like these very much. They sound great, but I'll always have a soft spot in my heart. I'll always miss Regency romance covers that aren't just photographs. These are simply photographs. Jenny Fletcher again. We've already had her once, yes? Yes, the Duke's Runaway Bride. Here we have the unconventional Countess. I will just, out of a sense of order, I will put them all the authors together. Then Laura Martin, Falling for His Practical Wife. We've seen this before. This one's a double. I think we've seen this before. The person who sent this likes to send me boxes of romances, and I'm very happy about that. Then Wagering on the Wallflower by Eva Shepherd. So we have another Wallflower book. Our first one was To Wed a Wallflower, and now we have Wagering on the Wallflower. Let's see here. His Accidental Countess by Annie Burroughs. Another name I know. I have many romances by Annie Burroughs. All right. This one doesn't look like a Regency. Stolen by the Viking by Michelle Willingham. He's not wearing Viking attire. She's not wearing anything historically accurate either, but who cares with hair like that? What's next? Janice Preston again. We've had Janice Preston already, yes. Yes, the Rags to Riches governess was Jenny Preston, and this is the Cinderella Heiress. Very nice, very nice. They just keep going. Louise Allen again. We've had Louise Allen already, yes. Maybe not. Or did I dream it? No. So this is the Earl's Reluctant Proposal. And again, the woman on the cover seems to have an interest of her own. And I almost get a hint of an urban setting there out the window. Probably not. Probably just a door to another room. Let's see here. Laura Martin. Again, I know we've had Laura Martin. I know that. Whoopsies. Yes. Falling for His Practical Wife is Laura Martin. And now we have Flirting with His Forbidden Lady. And the construction of the title leads me to believe these books are in sequence. So probably some of the characters in that one will be in this one. Let's see here. Bronwyn Scott again. Oh boy, I love Bronwyn Scott's romances. This is great. A Wager to Tempt the Runaway. Very many historical inaccuracies are going on there, but I don't care. I don't care. And they almost certainly won't be in the book. The books are usually meticulously researched. Then we have Elizabeth Rolls. This is A Marriage of Equals. Look at that cameo. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Sarah Mallory, that name does ring a bell. Rescued by Her Highland Soldier. Just a gigantic pile of romances. How wonderful. And finally, another one that is not a Regency. The Knight's Runaway Maiden by Nicole Locke. He seems very worried. I don't know why. He seems very worried. And then, of course, there's a little note. How wonderful. How wonderful. Happy Halloween. How wonderful. Oh my. How nice. All right, well, if you're watching, thank you very, very much. This little card is the second little card that I got today. Let me see if I can quickly unearth the other one. Yes, one of you sent me another little card about this small in the mail. I opened it, and what was inside? A London Review of Books subscription card. A little note saying, in case you haven't found one yet, because my London Review of Books subscription lapsed, and I couldn't find one of these little cards to send them. So one of you actually sent me a little subscription card, because I have the best imaginary friends anywhere on YouTube. So there you go. I can't do a Steve Pyramid of all those books, but we've got Paul Muldoon, and then a ton of mass market romance novels, just a ton of them, a great big pile of Harlequin historical romances. Going back months, I'm sure some of these have tempted me on the Harlequin website during the rare full moon in Aries conjunction of planets in which I can get that website to work for me. I'm sure that some of these have tempted me. Some of them seem vaguely familiar. Maybe I can do this. I will set aside one of these to read tonight along with tonight's reading. Yeah, there we go. So Paul Muldoon and a very unlikely accompaniment of romance novels. Fantastic. Plus a nice little note, and also opened off camera, a London Review of Books subscription card, which I'll put in the mail tomorrow. We'll see if it gets bounced back to me. So that's fantastic. All right, so that's the mail. More could be coming. I'm certainly expecting a couple of things. So, we'll see if enough of it comes, and comes with a good enough light, then we'll make a mail haul part 2. Otherwise, I'll hold it until tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.